Hey, Paul Micallef,
Hey Seth, how you going?
and hello, parents, teachers, therapists, anybody who's interested in supporting kids with executive function challenges. This is Paul from autismoninside.com.au, and we're here with TEFOS 24, the Executive Function Online Summit. Paul, if a parent comes up to you and says, "Hey, Paul, I keep hearing about this thing called executive function," what do you say to a parent who asks you that question?
Yeah, so executive function can be quite complex. So I like a really, really simple, practical definition, which is that executive function is your ability to make decisions and act on them.
And why do you choose that definition?
So I find it strikes a good balance between being really accurate and being really helpful. Um, so in everyday life, almost everything we do involves some degree of executive function, whether that's cooking dinner or getting dressed or sending a text message or planning a birthday party, or basically everything has not only a significant amount of executive function required, but also can be broken up into many, many, many smaller steps. And each of those steps requires you to make a decision and act on it. If I decide I'm wearing this today, I need to make a decision and then I need to actually put it on. So it's simple enough that it is applicable to basically every situation. And it's also useful enough to guide people into what are the things in life that require executive function skills, can be improved by improving executive function skills, and also can take executive function resources if we are finding it challenging to do that.
I love the way you articulate things. You are one of our speakers this year. What are we going to be learning from you this year?
Yeah, so this year I am sharing my four-step model for understanding and working with executive function. It's a little bit like having four links in a chain. It's the one chain, but it's got four specific links in it. And it doesn't help to strengthen a link if it's not the weakest link. So there's a few different questions around identifying which of the links in the chain is the weakest link. We've essentially got fatigue and stress is one link that we could potentially strengthen. We've got working memory, we've got imagination and visualization, and we've also got emotional regulation, willpower, and things like that.
And this is your site, Autism from the Inside. And when you meet a parent, for the parent who is not familiar with you, and they say, "Well, who are you? What do you do? What's your background? Or how do you help families or kids? Or how do you
Yeah,
respond?"
so autism from the inside, our focus is on teaching about neurodiversity and emotional intelligence through a lived experience lens. So the most positive feedback we get from parents all the time is it's just so nice to see exactly the same behavior that we're struggling with at home in an adult, and hearing about how they have come to solve very similar problems in their own life, hearing about what it feels like from someone with more maturity and more words to actually explain it. And one of the biggest benefits of that is that we can help teach our children self-awareness, which helps with self-advocacy and all other things like that. So essentially, we're helping the world understand autism. We're helping the world understand emotional intelligence, and with a really strong emphasis on that lived experience lens.
Thank you so much, Paul, for being here again. And thanks, parents. If you're interested, you can find Paul at autismfromtheinside.com. Check us out at executivefunctionsummit.com. Take care, everybody.
Okay, thanks.